Thank you, brother. Imam Elam. Assalamu alaikum. I thought they forgot about me sitting back there. I think I was one of the first people here. Well, I just want to let you all know that Allah is merciful, and a lot of good things have been happening for us as a community, and I can feel the spirit that we had when I was a young man coming back, and I was looking at, walked out in the hall earlier, and I saw my son, who I named after the president, Lil Barack, and sister, he had a bag of popcorn, and sister Ernestine, she was right there, like with her, responding to her motherly nature, and making sure he wasn't spilling the popcorn or whatever effect. And it made me reflect. I said, wow. I said, look how beautiful Allah has blessed this sister with her energy and her physical strength and beauty. And I don't even want to guess her age, but I know that my father, I remember hearing stories about my father as a young man and her being, what do you call it, like a role model or authority figure over him. So she's older than my dad. So that's 3 generations. That's 4 generations. That's my father, me, and now my son. So Allah is truly merciful. I didn't know my grandparents, and I couldn't even tell you who my great-grandparents were. I was too young. They passed. My grandmother on my mother's side passed very young. Her father passed before I was even born. And both my father's parents passed when I was really young. I was just a little boy. So, but you all have been a great blessing and a mercy to us to have a community. And I believe the focus and the words that were said here today by the presenters, especially that dynamic speech, we have to commend Brother Bashir for what he's doing, for being true to himself and his nature. And Allah blessed him with a spirit where he can convey a message that distinguishes him from the average person, and makes him, he's very, very effective in his words, that I can truly bear witness to a lot of things that he said about the importance of education in our youth. Just through Imam Muhammad. Imam Muhammad had an ability, Allah blessed him with ability to speak almost volumes with just a few words. And if we will continue to study and listen, that's why I ask, and just reflect. If you got old tapes or books by Imam Muhammad, Muslim Journal, newspapers, or if you can go back and find Bilalian speech or anything, it's good to reflect and review some of the teachings that Allah blessed us with. Truly a great leader in Imam Warithudeen Mohammed, and a lot of wisdom. I kept thinking when Fred Bashir was speaking about my father used to say that Allah created the human being, that the human being is first and foremost a social creature. And he always would back up what he said with support from the world. And he would say the scientists will tell you that a child can't even live without a human touch. They tried it, and the child died because it didn't have the touch of the human being. And Satan knows the human being and knows our nature. He's older and wiser than us. So the importance of us caring for our young, that from the very early stages in the beginning, that if that child can be set back in his growth and his emotional and his mental development, he can be set back on the road to being the human being that God created him to be, just through the wrong or negative interaction with other human beings. That people need real love, and we all are born with the same nature. That even the child has the you can call it instinct or the nature. He's born with the nature to read all of the messages that we give, verbal and nonverbal. A person doesn't even have to speak the language of that child. Doesn't even have to be born in the same social environment as a child. Because the living proof is that slaves came straight over from Africa and raised the master's children and raised them up to be healthy. And Imam Muhammad explained all this. I could spend an hour talking about it, but I appreciate him for putting so much wisdom and so much information in such a few words. And that if we would just review some of the teachings of Imam Muhammad and stay steadfast, because we're a community that has been here for several generations, and talking to us, and if the message and what Allah bless us with, if it doesn't go outside these doors, it doesn't go very far. And I'm gonna make the same appeal. I set my wife up to show you all what's going on the internet, because I believe strongly, and you're hearing it from some of the social and economists and things about how the future of business and the future of capitalism itself is headed towards this to the internet, you know. And I got this from a salesperson. I was in the store, and they told me that I saw a product that I had purchased, and I said, why is this so much higher than what I purchased on the internet? And it was the exact same make, same company. And they said, well, you got to pay for these lights and this building and for us to be here. So common sense should tell you, it told me that I'm being taxed to walk into a store. So if a person wants to see his business successful, he wants to eliminate some of that overhead. So when you see stores closing in your neighborhood, don't think it's because there's no money in the neighborhood. It's because the person that owns that store is trying to make more money. And if he can get you to drive 10 more miles down the road, that's what he's going to do. Imam Muhammad told us don't do that. He told us that get your businesses in your own community, support your own, and stay loyal to them, and you'll see them grow. Same thing with your schools. Claire Muhammad School started in a small living room with one person with a desire to see her children be educated better. So you start out, however Allah blesses you to start out, but with faith you can grow. And that's the key to us. And no way did I plan on coming up here speaking as long as I did, because I know you all have been patient. And today is Sunday, and we're looking forward to a big week and some great news for our country. Yes. And ensure that everything will be back in order, or it'll be in order. And my guess is the continued order for progress and development for us as a nation. And so on that note, everybody should be telling a neighbor or asking a neighbor or a friend, have you voted? If not, that's what we got to get out to do. It's our duty to go out and put that vote in the box. It's not going to happen without us, inshallah. Okay, but thank you, Imam Elam. And about the educational program, it was right on the note. I mean, we right on time, right on point. Sister Lynn, she had to leave early, but we had plans in the making for her to connect with the New Medina school. Mm-hmm. And in the near future, we have Wi-Fi presently here in the building. We'll be able to connect with New Medina and have classes for elementary and secondary school age students that want some private tutoring from Dr. Lynn. She's a very experienced teacher and educated. And we have plenty of talent, and we have many other people that are probably in this room or was here at some point in the day that can help us if we want to start private school and have some classes right here in this building. We own this building. Brother, last week we hosted our guest from Lahore, from Pakistan, the Amir of the Ahmadiyya movement, and he made a statement. He said, next time you can host. And I didn't think about it until later. I said, we are the hosts. We own this building. So the people so used to seeing us with our hand out with nothing to show for work, but we own this building, and we shouldn't forget that. We shouldn't forget that. So anything that we need to help us grow, that it can start here, inshallah. Thank you.